Hi, I'm Kyle Brown, an undercarriage specialist, and today we're going to talk about undercarriage maintenance. Undercarriage typically represents an average of 50% of a machine's parts and service cost, so it's extremely important to select the right undercarriage from the start and to properly maintain it. To select the right undercarriage, you need to ask yourself some key questions. How long will I own the machine? How many hours a week will I use this machine? What are my typical ground and soil conditions? What are my impact conditions? What are my attachments on the machines? And what are the grades and slopes that are typical on my job sites? Caterpillar knows that one undercarriage does not meet all customer needs and underfoot conditions. Therefore, Caterpillar has multiple offerings of undercarriage designed to fit your machine and the underfoot conditions. All come as complete systems or as components. For large dozers, we have multiple undercarriage options based on your specific application. Since undercarriage is a big investment, I highly recommend you consult with your Cat dealer. They have the tools and the deep expertise to help you select the undercarriage that best matches your needs. Now let's talk about maintenance. Maintenance is the best way to lower your owning and operating costs, get the longest life out of your undercarriage, and prevent failures. So here we have a D11 with HDXL undercarriage package. A daily walk around is a good start to check for any kind of issues with your undercarriage. First, we want to look to make sure you don't have any dry joints or any leaking pins. Then you want to check your rolling stock, make sure you're not having any leaks in there or any cracking in the shell. Same with the bottom rollers. Then we'll check our idlers, make sure it's shimmed correctly and everything's wearing right. And then we check your sprockets and you're looking for any kind of cracking or breaking or chipping, and make sure all the bolts are tight. And lastly, check your shoes and make sure you haven't lost any shoe bolts and shoe hardware. With a heavy machine like this, they'll rattle around and you'll start to lose hardware if you're not paying attention. One of the last things you'll check on these machines is your guide guards. You want to make sure that your bolts are all there and you're not wearing up into the bogie. A couple of quick tips to reduce your wear would be to make sure your tracks aren't tensioned too tight. Make sure you're not operating at a high speed and you're managing your undercarriage through CTS at least once a year. So lastly, you want to check to make sure that your rolling components are free of debris. Meaning, as you're working and the debris piles up on top of the roller frame, it'll hold up on your carrier roller and keep it from spinning. Imperative that we make sure all this debris is gone on the bottom and under here. This machine actually looks great and I don't see any issues with it. This is what it's supposed to look like. Thanks for joining us, and don't forget, you can get extra bottom line protection with CVA plans, which offer maintenance cost per hour guarantees. Contact your dealer with questions, and remember that proper maintenance will help you lower operating costs and get the most life out of your undercarriage.